Good morning, folks. How you doing today? Well, I'm recording this video really early in the morning. You can tell the sun's not even out yet. And I'm doing this for you because I really want to help people up the financial ladder, really the financial freedom ladder. And I believe in real estate investing. If you haven't read our story yet, check it out, One Rental at a Time on Amazon and Audible. But really what I believe learning your market comes down to is time, focus, diligence. And something I've seen work in the kind of exercise and fitness arena is this thing called the 75-day hard challenge. I don't know if any of your friends or social network are doing it, but it is having amazing results. So I've looked at that. Frankly, it's got some things on that challenge that I am not disciplined enough to do. So I know that challenge is hard. So I sat down, evaluated, and asked, could we create a hard challenge for real estate investors? Most importantly for me, if I was going to create a challenge, it had to be everything I did 20 years ago. So when you look at One Rental at a Time, when you're on this channel, realize this is all for you. These are all things I have done and am doing. I'm an active real estate investor. I'm not a YouTube entertainer. I am here to help people. Leaving tech now almost 3 years ago, I have to do something. I enjoy this. I enjoy helping people. Yes, I have a course. Yes, I have a book, but realize YouTube is a passion of mine and I look forward to helping people. So allow me to walk through kind of an 8-step or 8-task 75-day hard challenge for real estate investors. Again, completely inspired by the health and fitness 75-day challenge. So let me bring it up. Let me share the screen just so we can walk through it together. I did this in PowerPoint so that you could theoretically stop the video, take notes. I think there will be some things in this that are easy for you, some things that are hard. And interestingly enough, I think what might be easy for you will be hard for someone else. Again, I want this to be clear. I believe becoming a good buy and hold landlord, frankly, real estate investor, is about learning your market. I believe all the shortcuts, all the Excel spreadsheets, all of the texting and postcards and all that other nonsense that can cause you to waste money. If you don't know your market, you don't know what a deal is. And what I spend a lot of time telling buy and hold investors is you got to invest time to know what average is. What's average for your market? Because what's average in Ohio is not average in California. What is average in Michigan isn't average in Texas. So again, you take the time to learn average, and that's what this challenge is all about. Then you can, once you know average, you can do good or great deals. The problem is, as you will see, once you start to learn average, is most of your market is average or bad deals. That's just how real estate trades. It trades at average. But if you take the time, you learn the nuances, you can find or create good or great deals. I've done it. I continually do it every year, whether the market's hot or the market's not. And again, I am helping hundreds, soon to be thousands of people do it. If you want to be a part of this, you can sign up for the course, get added to the Facebook group. We do mentoring calls every Saturday. It's a lot of fun. But this is about the free 75-day challenge for real estate investors. Again, 100% free. There's a dedicated playlist on this channel. I'm doing everything I can, and I'm starting to get reports back from people who have completed it, and they are over the moon excited. So let's get into it. Again, the journey, this challenge, all 8 tasks are items I've completed, I work on, and I do every day. This is how we started. Everything that we're about to go through is my experience. It's not something I read about. It is something I've done. I want that to be clear. And again, if you've got this book on Amazon or Audible and liked it, if a quick 5, 10, 15-second review, 5-star review would be awesome. I'm trying to get to 300 on Amazon, and we just passed 100 on Audible. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Here's the goal. This challenge is trying to create discipline. My superpower, unbeknownst to me, is once I put my mind to something, I just do it like a hammer. Look at this YouTube channel. When I started, I was doing 3 or 4 a week. Then it became every day. Now you get original content each and every day. Before I continue, let me do a favor. If you can, give me a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Shouldn't take you more than a second, but a thumbs up for this video would be awesome. If this is your first time on One Rental at a Time and you enjoy the content, again, this is for you. It's original content each and every day. Do me a favor and hit subscribe. One of the growing trends is people like my daily financial news, which we do about 7:30 a.m. So make sure you're notified so you can join that if you would like. But getting a subscription for you would be awesome. It's one of my weekly goals. If you ever see my goals on Sunday, you'll see that I track that. And I'm just trying to see how I'm doing. So back to the challenge. Again, I'm trying to help you create discipline. You'll see that right in step 1. Also, when you look at all 8 steps, at least for me, I knew what I was good at and comfortable, and I knew what I wasn't comfortable with. So you're going to find out which part of real estate investing, buy and hold, you're uncomfortable with. I'm going to help you be more well-rounded, right? One of the things about being a real estate investor, certainly buy and hold, is you have to understand a pretty broad area. You don't have to be the best in everything, but you got to appreciate it all. I really am trying to make you a better investor. I think there is too much dependence on technology. There's too much dependence on Excel. And there's too much dependence on cheap. Cheap is not a value statement. You need to know how hard your money is working. That's the only thing. And again, I think this all boils down to knowing your market. So let's get started. Number 1, I want you to look at your market twice a day for at least 15 minutes, if not 20. This is step 1 in my course. We get into it. We talk about why. You get a tight focus. You get a list of 20 to 40 per area, and you just hit it every day. Things I've heard is it feels awkward, unnatural the first 10 to 15 days, and then it starts to make sense. Totally get it. In addition to that, some people feel like they want to do 2, 3, 4 markets in the beginning, and I tell them that's a mistake, especially if you have a full-time job, family responsibilities. You just don't have time. One of the things I try to do is actually make you more efficient. Opportunity cost. And in the beginning here, remember, I'm trying to teach you a skill. If you want to look at other markets after you've learned the skill, by all means, go for it. But in the beginning, generally speaking, just do one market. Don't try to overthink what I'm trying to help you with. Something else that's really important, folks, I believe most Americans have a spending problem, not an earning problem. Number 2 is important because this was a big part of our journey, really at step 0. If you've read our book, you know that I started 30 having spent 100% of my income just because, didn't know any better. Was on the rat race and didn't even know. How embarrassing, right? The rat race is real. Middle-class mindset is real. One of the things you could do to accelerate financial freedom is quite simply live below your means. And I believe that starts with most people documenting expenses. And then once you get into that, documenting what is a need and a want. And that is often a hard discussion, but very, very valuable. Here's one for you that may be uncomfortable. You just never know what's going to be uncomfortable for folks, but you need to reach out to at least 1 new person a day in your network or in your market to grow your network. Lots of people like to throw platitudes and old sayings like, it's not what you know, but who you know. Well, I believe in real estate, specifically buy and hold real estate, especially in a market that maybe is not the one you live in. It's not who you know, it's who knows you. And more importantly, who knows you and what you are looking for. Think about that. Listen to that again. Not who you know, but who knows you and who knows you what you're looking for. That is so powerful. So one of the things you need to do is you need to take active, aggressive reach out to people in your network, ask for referrals. Given the health crisis, this can be done via email, texting, phone. Ideally, eventually it will be in person. But having a growing network that will bring you deals will change your life. The only deals I've done this year were because of my network. The market's crazy. Have you looked at the market? Market's up crazy percentage, no inventory. The only thing I'm getting are deals from my network off market. I want you to read 30 minutes a day about things going on in your market. This is proven hard for some people. You need to think creatively, right? If you're investing in a market, look for the local paper. Look for, if the city is really small, look at the state. What you're really trying to do, especially if you don't live there, is you're trying to see what's going on. Who's the big employer? Who's doing what? Who's, just trying to get a vibe for the city, because one of the things you'll see is not all cities are created equal. There will be parts of town growing and parts of town shrinking. So again, when you talk to people in the city, if you know what's going on, you can talk about, hey, did you go to that fair? Or did you see the new mall opening up? Whatever it is, you remember all of these things tie together. And by reading 30 minutes a day, you can have intelligent conversations with people in your network. Number 5, this again, kind of step 2 of my course. It's kind of one of the unique things I talk about is I just want to know what the yield or cash on cash return is for my investments. A lot of people get all up in my face when I say, you know what, I will compare a 500 square foot house, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, with a 20 unit apartment building. And I tell them all the time, if the house is a better deal, meaning the yield is better, I will buy it. And people lose their minds. They've been indoctrinated with the bigger is better mindset. And that is dangerous. You can go broke with bigger is better. You can go broke with cheap. You can go broke by doing anything except figuring out what the best deal is. Again, you need to be conservative and budget for expenses and all of that. But buy and hold real estate is how hard is my money working? And that's, looking at your market, saving time, calculating yields. That's step 1 and 2 of my course if you need help. I want you to attend at least one real estate meetup in your market a week. This can be virtual in this crisis. But again, what you want to do is you want to figure out who are the mover and shakers, who's going, what are the topics, what's interest. Again, remember, you want to know who knows you and what you are looking for. Real estate meetups are a great way to do it. Number 7, once a week, I want you to summarize your expenses. I want you to summarize who you met. I want you to document the properties that you've tracked. And again, don't overthink this. If you are 30 minutes into this part of your summary or your day, stop. You're okay. I only want this to be 30 minutes. I don't want this to be a 4 or 5 hour exercise. This is 30 minutes, get in, get done, move on. And what I've been told by people that do this is the first couple of weeks feel unusual, but once they get a template, they just move on. And that is perfect. Do what makes sense for you and keep moving forward. And then number 8, just like the original 75-day hard challenge, if you miss a day, you have to start over. And again, nobody's going to hold you accountable for this. It's on you. I'm not going to be here to whisper in your ear saying, hey, you forgot to look at your properties or you didn't track your expenses. This is for you. This is 100% free. You get out what you put in. You need to hold yourself accountable. Nobody else is going to. But again, I like this aspect. I like this penalty. This is, builds discipline. And I'd never appreciated my superpower of discipline and just being comfortable being repetitive, but here we go. If you're ready and you want some help and you're ready to go next level, the best thing I've created is how to get started 1 rental at a time. I keep adding to it. There's a Facebook group. And again, people always ask for mentoring. So I have created 9 a.m. Saturday where I go live with my students because I want to help. And again, only if you're ready. If you're not going to do the work, don't bother. But for me, this is game-changing stuff. In the end, thank you for watching 1 rental at a time. I really appreciate you. I'm trying to create original content each and every day. Again, if you're still watching and haven't subscribed, help me out. And of course, if you haven't hit thumbs up, now's the time. All right, everybody, have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.